Thank you for clicking on part 2 of a 2-part video for Snugpak Stratosphere. We've got heavy rain. It's a yellow heavy rain warning forecast for overnight. So this thing's going to get a proper rain test. Let's see if it holds up. Right, for my sleep system tonight, I usually use my favourite mat, which is about that thick. What's that? Not sure, about that thick. But I've noticed if you use a thick mat in this, it raises you too high up and you end up with your face pushed against the canopy here. So for our mat, we're using just this cheap £25 off Amazon Unigear mat. And underneath that, because I tend to ground out because I'm quite a heavy guy, I've got the thermarest Z light or Z light just to protect me a bit more. This mat it's not too bad. I used to have the climate static V, but I noticed the valve was a bit dodgy on it and it used to go down overnight. This one, I've had this now pumped up for over a week and it's still, I don't think it's lost any air at all. So not too bad for £25. At the foot end, as you can see, it seems to be propped up. It's more like a tunnel. I've just stuffed in, I'm not sure you can see, but I've just stuffed in my backpack. So hopefully that should shed the rain a bit better instead of it pulling up on the end. And for my pillow, I've got my favourite pillow. I don't really get on with the inflatable ones. This is the thermarest. And this is what I want to show you guys, is the Snugpak Jungle Bag or Jungle Blanket. What I like about this is a sleeping bag and a blanket. You can just unzip it on the side. Again, like a lot of things, the zip does get snagged, which I don't really like, but I can make do with that. So you undo it here, and then the bottom end can either be undone just to give you a bit more ventilation, or have your feet out, and then you've got a blanket which you can sit around camp with, keep yourself warm, which I like the idea of. Or I like to use it when I'm hammock camping, just as a blanket, because it's easier to get in and out of. It's also got an inside pocket, zipped up, ventilated to keep your phone or valuables. And the good thing about this, it's got a stowaway mosquito in it. So when it's in sleeping bag mode, you can sleep outside under the stars and keep all the biting insects away. Brilliant bit of kit. The Snugpak Jungle Blanket is in an olive colour. It's got antibacterial fabrics and it's made of 100% polyester. It's got a comfort temperature of 7 degrees Celsius, that's 45 Fahrenheit. And a low temperature of 2 degrees Celsius, which is 36 Fahrenheit. Now, the temperature's going to get down to around about 12 tonight, so we're going to test this and see how it performs in autumn. It's I'd say it's mainly a summer blanket, so we'll see how we get on with that. I've not been in it long and everything at the moment is just wet. My pillow's wet. You can see, I don't know if you can see the water there. Everything's just completely soaked. I'm not impressed so far, to be fair. I mean, the water from there on the roof, that couldn't have got in there from just climbing into the bivvy. That's either condensation or that's come from outside. It's soaked all along there. all this fly sheet, look, it's absolutely, it's soaking into my clothes. The problem is if it's going to wet my sleeping bag, and it's going to limit how well the sleeping bag is going to perform. I think I'm probably going to bail tonight. I mean, it's lovely lying here listening to the rain, but I'm getting absolutely soaked. There's doesn't feel like water's coming through, but I think maybe where I've climbed into it and the water's got inside it, maybe the heat of my body's condensating onto the roof. And it's just soaking into my sleeping bag, and no, I'm not keen on this at all. Yeah, I'm gonna give up. Everything's just too wet. Maybe light rain would have been fine, but no, we've got yellow warning of rain tonight, and this is just the start of it, and it's already soaked in here. It's not gonna happen. I mean, look, I'm sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's everything is soaked. Everywhere. I'm not impressed by this at all. Right. What I'll do is I'll zip it up. I'll leave it out overnight. We'll check on it in the morning. See how much water did actually end up inside it. Okay, so it's the morning, next day. It's been raining non-stop all night long. See outside, the wind's pretty heavy as well, to be fair. I think the bag mods worked. Sticking the old rucksack at the bottom there has stopped it pooling. Let's have a little look at this. Right, quickly try and have a look while there's a break in the rain. So yeah, oh, the mats actually, I don't know if you can see the change in colour there. You can see how much water soaked up. I'm guessing that's come through. Yeah, look at that, look at the water in there. Rub my pillow. Pillow's dry. Let's lift the mat up. Let's have a look. Right, as you can see, there is water inside. To be honest with you, that's actually not, there's all along there, that's not as bad as what I thought it would be. So I'm guessing the problem last night was obviously as you're trying to get into it, you have to open it up and then the rain can get into it. Yeah, soaked there, look, that's absolutely soaked. So I'm wondering if it was the water's got inside it, and then your body heat has then made the water sort of evaporate and condensate on the roof. Let's remove the mats and have a proper look. Oh, bottom, the thermarest. Oh, a bit windy. Yeah, the mat's a bit. So I've got the mat inside now, and some better light. As you can see, yeah, it did get quite wet. See the other side. Not too bad. the edges. It's wet all along the edge. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Yeah, look, that's pretty wet in there. Look, if I pulled my bag out, let's see. Underneath it, not too bad actually. But yeah, you can. The rain flies pretty drenched inside, and the bathtub all down by your foot end is pretty wet. That's not great. Yeah, look, I think that's just my footprint. But to be fair, you've got to be fair on it. It was a yellow rain warning. So has that held up pretty well with that? I'd say it's held up better than I thought it would. I'm guessing it will handle light to medium showers pretty much alright actually. Heavy rain, nah. Right, okay, I've come inside to just finish up and give my thoughts on it. It's a bit wet and it's a bit windy out there, so it's easy to do inside. Right, first up, obviously, most important thing, did it keep me dry? No, it didn't. As you can see on the mat, well, it seems to have dried off now, so it's probably not the best thing, but there is water all along the edges, all where it's zipped up, the side where it's zipped up, where it's supposed to be taped, it seems to have leaked. I did get quite wet, my sleeping bag got wet, the whole of the fly sheet inside was, I don't know if it's condensation or water that soaked through, but to be fair on it, we've got to give it an as honest review as I can. To be fair, it was put through the test in very heavy rain. It was a yellow rain warning, and it took a soaking. It's literally, it'd been raining for 2 hours straight before I even got in it, and it's been raining all through the night, quite heavy. So it didn't let in as much water as I thought it would. But saying that, I think it's more suited to light to medium sort of short showers. You can get away with that, and also there is a way to solve that and solve the next problem, which is when you get in, if it's raining when you get in, the way it opens up like a sleeping bag kind of thing, it lets a lot of water in as you're trying to get into it. It's then quite hard to zip up. It takes a while to mess about the zip when you're inside trying to get it zipped up, which also gives more time to let water in. But for that and for heavy showers, I think if you was to use a tarp in maybe sort of like a lean-to configuration, I think that might solve that sort of problem and keep out most of the rain, and also allow you a dry space where you can sit up inside it to change it, take your top off, put a top on, sit and have something to eat. It just gives you sort of an admin area to sit. I think that will solve that. The zips, I think the zip quality are rubbish. Like I've just said on it, it's hard to zip up. They do snag a lot. I don't like that. The pegs, it's 7 aluminium pegs. I think could have been better if they provided the shepherd hook type pegs, because the loops are quite big, and as you move about they just slip over the peg and come loose. It's good for stretching it out, but that's about it. You get 7 with it. They say that's 6 and 1 spare. But if you actually include the tie-up point for the cover on the vent end, that's 7 pegs. There's no spare, and I only got 6 with it. Price point, 140, 150 pound, 200 pound if you go direct to Snugpak, which is, I think, 140 pound the lowest price I found. I think that's too expensive for what it is. It didn't perform very well. There seems to be better for cheaper out there. I think the gear top one seems to be better, and I will be purchasing that and testing that at one point and let you know. Room, I think it's quite roomy, to be fair. I'm a side sleeper. I had shoulder room. I could turn around to my side. I don't think you could use a thicker mat in it, like my Big Agnes Rapide. I've tried that in there, and your face just pushed against the top. But this thin one that I've got, that I used, that wasn't too bad. Would I buy it again? No, I don't think I would. I think for the price, the amount of water let in, the material's supposed to be breathable. I don't find it breathable. In the summer, it became a sweat lodge. I was just stuffy and claustrophobic. Last night, it was a bit cooler. I wasn't as claustrophobic and stuffy, but I don't know if that was condensation or water that had penetrated through the fly sheet. But it was just wet. It's just like a swamp in there. That's pretty much all I can say about it. Let's give it a score. I'd give it about a 4 out of 10. I think there's better on the market. There's cheaper on the market. There's lighter on the market. It's quite heavy. I'm not too impressed. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, then please do subscribe and give it a like and even a share if you can. Everything helps. If you don't like my videos, hopefully they will get better. So subscribe and just stick with me. Cheers.